Hello, Sarah from the Bureau with your weather outlook this week. Today is Monday, the 17th of July. Now, following on from a weekend that saw chilly starts across the south and showers for many parts of the east coast, we're going to see much of the same this week, with a series of cold fronts sweeping across the south. So let's start off by looking at the current weather pattern. And what stands out to me is this high pressure ridge that extends across the south, with high pressure being associated with clear skies, light winds and chilly mornings, which is what we're seeing at the moment. And we also have an onshore flow for Tasmania and the Queensland or east coast, which is bringing showers to that area there. This cold front to the south brushed across southern parts of WA this morning and is now heading towards Tasmania. So now we have a good picture about what's happening at the moment. Let's see how things play out this week. That cold front to our south will cross southeastern parts of the country on Tuesday. Showers increasing about the east coast and extending inland, with Tuesday being the peak day of activity and starting to contract northwards on Wednesday. But our main focus is this cold front that's approaching WA on Tuesday night and crossing the state during Wednesday. Now we're expecting gusty northwesterly winds ahead of the front, with the potential for raised dust, and behind it widespread showers, rain areas, small hail possible for southern parts, and even the potential for a dusting of snow about the Stirling Ranges. Now that cold front will continue to track eastwards, reaching southeastern parts during Thursday and eventually clearing on Friday. Now, wind will be the main concern with that cold front, and it's likely that severe weather warnings will be issued for damaging wind gusts for Tasmania, Victoria and elevated parts of New South Wales as well. Also expecting the usual gusty showers, small hail and snow about mountain areas in the wake of that front. So how much more rainfall are we expecting? Well, we've got 50 plus millimetres for western parts of Tasmania, 20 millimetres or so for the far southwest, and for the east coast between 5 to 15 millimetres, but this area will be much more hit and miss. Temperature wise, we're forecasting really warm conditions to develop in those northwesterly winds ahead of the front, 25 degrees for Warburton on Tuesday. However, it's Wednesday that things start to get really interesting. 27 degrees for Eucla and maximum temperatures between 6 to 10 degrees above average. And behind that front, just also noticing 13 degrees is the maximum for Albany. So much cooler conditions behind that front. Now these higher temperatures start to wash out a bit as we move towards the end of the weekend, with the maximum temperatures across the southeast much nearer the July average. So if you are wanting to know more about what's going on with your local weather, then you can visit the Bureau's website or download our app. In the meantime, have a great week and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.